All right, good evening. A wonderful session it's going to be today. And I'm happy and I'm excited to be here this evening. And with me is Nicholas Chuku Emeka, my buddy. So today we are going to be having a nice discussion around imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome. So we have been looking at this at the theme rethinking reality. That's the thing we have been looking at for some time now, for 2 days now. So today we have looked at the rise of the waymaker. Yesterday we looked at what was that? I can't remember. My head can't process that now. But today we are looking at imposter syndrome. What does that really mean? When we talk about syndrome, it's more like you feeling like you are not good enough, right? So to have that discussion, I have Nicholas here with me that we're going to be having that discussion. I'm going to be asking a few questions, and he too is going to share his opinion, and he's going to ask me a few questions. So it's going to be a kind of dialogue, what he thinks and what I think. So Nicholas, you are here. You can quickly introduce yourself so that people got to meet you.
Mhm. So, just as I said, I'm Nicholas Emeka, but I prefer when people call me Nicholas Emeka. You can get to know more about me on the internet. I have a website, nicolasemeka.com.
Hmm.
Go there, you see a lot of stuff. I'm a digital marketer, I'm a public speaker, I'm a sales coach. Yeah, I teach people who have skills how to make money with the
How
skills
to
they already have.
monetize their money.
So it's enough of enough of learn a skill. You've learned digital marketing, you want to go and learn graphic design, you want to go and learn web development. That singular particular one that you've learned, I'll teach you how to
Monetize.
monetize it and make money from it.
Wow, wow, that's amazing. So if you have a particular skill and you're looking forward to, getting money or monetizing that skills and you don't know how to go about it, Nicholas is one person you need to go to. You can check him up on internet, just as he said. Just type his name, it will pop up, and they have a YouTube channels and the likes that you can reach out to. So let's move on to the topic of today. Imposter syndrome. Some people call it imposter syndrome, and another English will call it imposter syndrome. It just depends. It's just like a use of language, the way British or America use their word. So any one of them that you decide to use are actually correct. But the real definition or the meaning of that, just as I've said earlier, is feeling like you are a fraud, feeling like you are not good enough. Something people actually regard you to be. The people regard you to be exceptional. They regard you to be perfect, or they regard you to be the right person to go to for that job. But now you are feeling like, no, are you sure I'm the best person for this thing? Are you sure I'm not cutting corners and the like? So I want to ask my co-host here or my guest here what he actually think about that. So Nico, what do you think about that? What do you think about imposter syndrome?
And the thing is, as I was saying imposter syndrome now, I went to ChatGPT on my phone here.
All right.
I want to ask ChatGPT to help me define imposter syndrome
Syndrome.
in pidgin English. Because
Mm,
then I'll be able to process it very well.
interesting.
Sure, this is not the first time I'm hearing about imposter syndrome,
Syndrome.
but to be honest with you, I don't know.
Wow.
That's just the truth.
Amazing.
I have imposter syndrome, all those. We are plenty English.
Yeah.
We are most Nigerians just need to be very humble
Mm.
that we don't understand
In
English.
fact, it is not our
Uh-huh,
mother's tongue. It is not
uh-huh.
our mother's
So by the
tongue.
time you hear a word, most times you hear it, but you don't have time. Maybe it doesn't really concern you. But
Mm.
by the time it concerns you, be humble enough to go and check the
Check the
dictionary
meaning.
to
Yeah,
find out the meaning.
meaning.
So quickly, let me
Check the
see
meaning of
what
that. Okay,
ChatGPT give out,
okay.
so that we will learn together. We will learn. Yeah, define imposter syndrome
So as we're talking about that,
in pidgin.
so just as you said, it is very, very important. You can't know everything. True, you can. In fact, I think I got to know this word. Probably it was it last year. Yeah, last year. Yeah, that's when I get to begin to use this word frequently or more often. So are you ready for us?
Yeah, this is what ChatGPT said. He said, okay, for pidgin, here's a simple way to define imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is Imposter syndrome na when person dey feel say he no deserve the good things wey in there, wey im don achieve.
Yeah.
Even if people dey praise am or e dey do well for work or school, e go still dey feel say e no good enough, or say
Enough.
one day
You
dem
know,
go catch am say
cash am
e no
say
sabi anything.
him be fraud.
Na like say your mind dey lie give you say you be fake,
Mm,
even when you dey try
I
well well.
like that fake.
If you want, I fit help you write am like say na for talk show, podcast or con ten t. Wow, omo, like this thing do happen to me too.
Mm.
E do happen to me too. Imagine. I think there's a word we use for it, low self-esteem.
Low
I don't
self-esteem,
know.
but imposter syndrome. Low self-esteem is inside
Imposter
imposter syndrome.
syndrome. I think that's the word I used to know it, but I don't know it with imposter syndrome. And I kind of like I like the discussion because there are many people out there like that um really doing well. But it's actually a discussion to it's a discussion to discuss.
Yeah.
Like which one is better? Because some people you're not doing enough
Okay.
and then you are claiming
I'm trying.
I'm trying.
Hmm.
And yet the second part you are doing enough,
Enough.
but then you are saying as if I'm
You're
not
not
trying enough. Which one
trying.
is better? Because me prefer it to me. Oh, I prefer to be doing better and
Better
be thinking I'm not doing so that I can be putting more
effort. Hmm.
than than
Thinking that you are
thinking I'm
doing
doing
enough
better
and you're
enough
not
and
doing.
I'm not doing better.
Hmm.
You get it now. So you have to
Okay.
say
Now regarding that, I think uh, it's actually good to realize that you are giving your best. It's actually good, to realize that you are doing and you deserve what you are actually getting. Reason being that if you don't know that you deserve something, you may easily lose that thing. You may easily lose it. If you don't know that you are not doing, if you feel you are not doing enough, you may not be able, sometimes you may not be able to give your best. You may be like, this thing is not for me, or I am not cut for this, and then you end up just giving up or not going ahead. For example, now you are working with a company, or you are working your own company, and you are bringing a sales of probably 10 million naira every month. Probably you are looking at bringing a sales of 100 million, or probably 20 million, but you are bringing 10 million. If you don't know that you are doing it, probably you are actually doing enough, or you are doing enough, but not up to the standard. But if you don't know that you are doing enough, you end up feeling like you are not doing at all, or you may give up along the way. But if you know you are actually giving your best, and somebody actually told you, or you have it in your mind that, okay, I know I've not gotten where I'm going, but I know I'm giving my best, right? It may still help you to push further rather than being.
Let's not use English to confuse this thing. There was that time I was telling you that I think what we were saying that I need to be teaching some based on my level of
Okay,
achievement. I need to be maybe educating on
educating, yeah.
I'm like
You are not
what I'm not like I still need to know more, I
to
still need to
learn
learn
more. You still
more.
need
And
to
you are like that what
show
I
what
know
you know.
now.
A lot of people don't know it. In fact, you can teach
That
others.
is the way me I feel. I feel like
Exactly. That's
I'm
impostor.
not
That's impostor syndrome.
uh,
That's impostor syndrome.
to me
It's no
it is
self.
good.
Okay,
It
but
keeps me going.
pushing.
It
But
keeps me
the thing now is, you are waiting to be perfect.
uh-huh.
Sure, you get. I think that is the thing. You are waiting to be perfect before you launch out, or you are waiting to be good, to be so exceptional before you launch out.
At least it's not about launching out. It's not about launching out for me. It's not about launching. It's about if I want to teach people, let me teach people at least something. Should I say something tangible? Something that I know
Tangible.
this is the fact.
Okay.
Let not be as if I'm just
I
guessing.
was listening to somebody. I was listening to somebody. I'm trying to remember who that person. Or was he a book? Okay, now let me. The discussion. What the person was actually saying is, the reason why you think you don't have anything to give
Mm,
is actually because, how did they even put it? You, if you look within enough,
mm,
you have something to actually give that people are actually looking for.
Okay.
Like that thing that you are thinking that is not worth it,
Enough.
or it's not enough, or it's not good enough. You
Okay.
can actually, there's something you can actually look into inside that thing part, that you can actually give out. Come closer so that the so that okay. So you now the thing is, you are looking at, okay, probably you have five things, but there's a one you are actually good in, but you are looking for a way to cover the whole five before you begin to ditch it out.
Yeah, that's
Abi?
no matter the way matter. From imposter syndrome, we begin to enter to some
Yeah,
other
it's still
question.
part. It's part of. It's part.
Is it necessary
Isn't
to
it?
dish out?
When you are not.
No.
When you are
When
not.
whether you are succeeding or you are living your life, does it really matter if you dish out, if you care to teach other people? Does it really matter?
They say something. Yes, it matters.
Why?
Reason being that when the one that you have,
Mm-hmm.
that you think you know,
Mm-hmm.
and you're giving it out,
Mm-hmm.
it make you more perfect. And the more you teach people, one thing I've come to realize when it comes to teaching or sharing the little one that you have
Mm-hmm.
is, the more you share, the better you know it or you understand it. And as you are sharing, and somebody point out and say, "Ah, hello, mister, you have actually made a mistake there. We can actually do it this way." It's one of your tutor, or I mean, it's one of your student that's actually correcting you. Do you know you have learned something? But most of the time, because of our ego, we don't want to feel that I am not enough, or I don't. You don't want to feel disgrace or embarrassed because of that ego. Sometimes we don't do what will make us grow. Now you begin to look at, I need to become better. I need to become good before I go out. It's something that actually happened to me. It's something that I experienced. That is why I'm sharing this. Most of the time, I feel that okay, I need to be exceptionally good. But most of these people that actually started, none of them have it all figured out. You have the like of Elon Musk. You have the like of most of these
That is
guys.
for people who cares to be of value or impact the world.
Impact the world.
Ehen. Because this thing you are saying now, for me,
Okay.
the way I'm saying it is that okay, I discovered a route, I discovered a secret code
Okay.
that worked out for me.
Okay.
Now you're saying I should go and cast the
Cast it.
update.
Okay.
You don't know me.
Okay.
Ah, that's what me I'm seeing. So
Alright.
it is not it is there are few people that are like that on this earth where they attain a level of success that they now feel okay, let me share with the
Mm.
world what is working and what is not working.
I think you are, is either you are making it clear now or you are deriving from what we are talking about. Where we started from
Mm.
is teaching people when you are not perfect yet.
You want your perfect yet, eh?
Now this one you are going to now is you have a formula, just like a recipe.
Uh-huh.
Now
Uh-huh.
you cannot just
Because
go and give it out to
you
everybody,
should
which is
you
actually
teaching
right.
people. What do you want to teach people?
Teach people, it is actually right. You
What do you want
cannot
to
you
teach
cannot
people?
go and give your
Everybody will
secrets.
not be a teacher. I
Exactly.
think those people like we went for JPI conference,
Yeah, I think that's
JPI
fair.
Jamie Pajuel
German,
International.
yeah.
So and all those people and the likes of Cosmas
Cosmos,
Maduka came up
Maduka.
and in the introduction part of his speech he said he has come to a point in life where he found it that he wants to live the rest of his life impacting young ones.
Mm.
And I heard that and I paused and I was like, So there's a point you get to in life, okay, you now decide
To
I
impact
want to
people.
teach people what I know.
I know.
So it's not necessary. So maybe you make it clear. Imposter syndrome does it only affect teaching people what you
No, no,
know?
no. It does not
And
really.
what other aspect does it
Does
deals
say
with?
aspect. No.
Something like that.
Okay, now, talking about imposter syndrome now, it's more of idea that you are not good enough. It does not have to come with teaching. It has to come
uh
with what you are
For
doing
yourself,
for
for your head,
for
for the
yourself.
first
Yes, you
hand.
feeling
That's
that.
why I now ask the question:
Okay.
which one is better? Is it better for you to be good and think you are not good,
Okay.
or
Or
for you to think
you are good and you are not
for you
good.
for you not to be good and think you are
You are
good?
good.
Well, that's I think that's the whole idea of this conversation.
No, that's not the whole idea. That's another point of view. That's
Okay,
another angle.
okay.
Where I think now one is, mm, and I think the way I answered that the other time is better. One of them is when you think none of them is actually better,
None of
but
it is better.
none of them is actually better.
Okay.
But the best thing
Is
is knowing that okay, I have actually checked this, I've checked this, but I still have some that I need to check. I've worked on this, I've
yeah,
worked on
sure
this,
now.
but I have other thing. So it's not like you are thinking that you are not good, but you know that that is SWOT analysis. That is what we call SWOT analysis. You know your strength and you know your weakness. But there's one person that is not one of them is not admitting the weaknesses. I don't think you're getting my point.
I'm getting, but
Is it
it's not
contradictory?
balancing.
It's not.
Because me, I like going straight forward.
Okay,
Like,
let's try to
let's
break it.
use money. Yeah, because that's most Nigerian. We are Nigerians. Let's not just use English and bamboozle
All
ourselves.
right.
Let's use money. Okay, you
Okay.
got a point, and you now have, take for instance,
Okay.
you grow from a very poor background,
Background.
like I do.
Okay.
He too.
Okay.
Now you've God helped you. I hate using
You
that
you
word,
helped
but
yourself.
but let me just, for the sake of the majority. Yeah. So God helped you.
You do the
You
necessary
now have
thing.
let's say, like, a, a, let's say 50 million naira,
Mm.
not dollar, 50 million naira in your ASA, in your account. Well, so you now feel, okay, I have achieved. Let's go and squander.
No. That's not
It
it.
it do happen, but
It happens
it
to
do
people. It
happen.
happens, yeah.
It do happen to me.
Eh.
Ah, hey. All those what go the lodge. You see, this is
Oh.
I want
Oh.
to increase. You
Oh.
know
I
where?
think I think that is a. I think this
Sometimes
guy
you go say, how far?
Adeshino normally say this. He said there's what we call a money threshold. I don't think he said that.
Something like that.
Money threshold,
Ah,
whereby you feel there's when
eh,
you get to a certain, you have some amount of money in your
money.
account. You feel like
Ah,
I've arrived.
she no know
I
ni.
need to bring it down. No, I don't think it has. Probably it has never happened to me because I feel
You go have,
because I
money dey
feel
come. You go
because I
have.
feel money are meant to be to be used wisely.
But yeah.
All right, let's look forward to that. I will look forward to that. Probably I'll get to a point in my life
When you have 50
when
million
I have
from,
more
the
billion.
thing is, I made it clear. Someone that came from a very humble poor
Background,
background.
yeah.
But for somebody who came from a rich family, the threshold will
The,
be more higher.
the
200
mentality and the
million,
likes is
maybe 500 million. Someone from a very poor background and you struggle your way up to
um,
now 50 million. This is what happened to Yahoo boys.
yeah. True.
They
In fact, and
some
it's some
getting
of
it,
the things that
and
happen,
they hit the money, they start buying all these
and
things,
I think
buying all
it's
these
some of the
things.
things that happen to people that won a lottery, whereby they
Uh-huh.
won.
So to me, I would say imposter syndrome is not bad. It's not bad.
You sure?
Feel, being good, being good, and feeling that you are not
You
yet
are not
there,
there.
so that it keeps you low while you are still working. That's what me I that's
No,
the
the
way me
thing.
I see it.
Okay, the way you are seeing it now, the way you are seeing it now, there's more to it in the sense that when you are feeling that you are not okay, when you are feeling that you are not good enough,
Mm,
when you are feeling you did not deserve it,
mm,
you are fake,
mm.
you are, you begin to talk all those bad things to yourself. They raise you probably. Okay, you have 50 million in your bank account.
Mhm,
Now you feel like no, I don't deserve this money.
mhm.
Shey you get?
Yeah,
That's what you are trying to say. You say I don't
looking for
deserve this money. Is it that I probably did I scam people to get this? You do not get what I'm saying.
no,
It's part
it's
of what
part
you're
of
it's
it.
part
It's
of what
part
you're
of
talking
it. It's
about.
part of
Like, okay,
it.
you have 50 million now. You feel like how did I arrive here? Is it that okay, this work I am doing is it even legal, even when the work is legal?
I'm
You
trying
begin
to
to have
I'm
that kind
trying
of
to
mentality, you
understand.
begin to reason that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Do you know if you did not check that thing,
Mm.
that is where that issue your own come from, whereby you
You go
say, no,
and
no, I need
squander
to go
it.
and squander this money, or I need to go and spend it, or I need to
Okay,
go and do
okay.
something
So
with
in
it.
checking it, what should I do?
In checking it, that is where you upgrade your mind, in the sense that, okay, see, I I actually work myself to this level.
But it's good. What I saying is good. You see, there is this man, Miron Godin.
Okay.
I think I learned it from him. You know, I've learned it from for long.
Okay.
He said he would rather be rich and pretend not to be rich
Okay.
than not to be rich and pretend to be
To be
rich.
rich.
That's
Okay.
fake life.
Okay.
That's fake life. We are
Mhm.
not rich, but we are pretending to be rich.
But they are not the
Miron
same.
Godin.
They are not the same thing.
It's something like that.
Okay, look at the first one. You are rich, but you say you are not. You pretend not to be
Yeah, not
rich.
to be rich.
But in your mind,
You are rich.
you know you are rich.
Sure.
But this other person, in
Eh,
his mind, do you know the problem there is not that this thing is happening physically. The
eh.
problem there is the mind of that person.
Every,
The other
every,
person did not know that
everything happens in the mind.
everything happened in the mind,
Mhm.
but this other one understood that he is rich. He just decide not to show it to people.
Uh-huh.
But when we talk about imposter syndrome, this person is not convinced that he is rich.
There's this thing I heard that Dangote did. I think you heard it
I
too.
heard it too.
When
He went to the bank
he
to
don't he himself don't didn't know that he has money.
money.
So he now went to the bank and kind of withdraw plenty money. How much?
Yeah, I think
So
one
he
million
was now
dollar.
it was then you know say I have money.
Is it $10,000 or $1 million
Imagine,
account
imagine
or hundred
that is
million
kind of
dollar
that kind
account?
of people we want by
So
G.
now when we look at that,
So
is that
hold on,
imposter syndrome?
that is hold on. Let's check. Excuse me. Let's check it well. That way he has money,
Mm.
but to him, he feels he don't have it.
You don't have it.
He keep finding and finding and finding and finding. He now got to a point. He said, he said people are saying people are saying, but he don't know he has money.
Okay.
He now went to go and withdrew
The
the
money.
money and put it in front of him. And now so he now say, wow. So it is
Do you
imposter
think?
syndrome.
Okay.
Initial up until the time he went and withdraw the money, it is imposter syndrome that are really, and it's still helping him. People, the likes of Bill Gates, it, except if what we are saying now, the way I'm saying is not the definition of imposter syndrome,
Okay.
but this thing we are saying, I would rather prefer you as you're watching me. I'm sorry for pointing at you around me. I would rather prefer you to be rich and pretend not to be rich so that you can keep pushing, keep keep up the momentum. Because there's just as I was saying, they said be careful when people clap for you. I don't know if you
I get. Check the people that are clapping for you.
mm, but people will be hailing
I actually
you,
get.
and
I
yet
actually
you
get.
actually
I
not done
actually get the
anything.
point. I actually get the
Yeah, I'm
point
going to.
you are coming from, or you are the point you are trying to make, and I think it's
Let me
one of the
honestly, that's
things.
why they will see us well.
Oh, Jesus!
No, wait.
I didn't know this light was not on since. That is kind of bad. I thought it was.
Leave on.
Eh?
You know,
Okay. See for cups since morning. We are so we are so sorry for this.
Woo! It's clear
Oh
now.
God! Imagine. Why didn't you remind me?
I've been seeing it, but I want to cut the conversation because of the light.
Oh my God! This is what we should have done since. All right. So now, when we talk about this imposter syndrome, people like Elon Musk,
Mm-hmm.
people like Dangote,
Mm-hmm.
people like Mark Zuckerberg,
What
and
those
the
people?
likes of all these people, they all feel this thing in the sense that they feel that they are not good enough. In the
Mm-hmm.
sense that they feel
They've
maybe
not done enough.
they have not done enough, or
Mm-hmm.
probably they have not put in
Mm-hmm.
much effort. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, sometimes like they feel those things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that thing. The reason for that thing is to push you further. Like it can actually help you
Yeah,
to
to
it
push
can
further.
push you further.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the negative side
Of
is
it.
that some people don't know how to ride on that thing.
Okay.
Some people don't know how to
Okay.
ride on it.
Because I think the point you are directing to is when somebody moves at a point in life and the person fails, the person actually done well,
It's
and
not. It's
things
not fail.
went south.
The person is actually you are doing good.
Good. but you are feeling you are not you are feeling you are not doing good enough.
You are feeling no, you are feeling you
You
do
are
not
not you
deserve what you have done.
no no David, that that one out
That is what we
there.
are talking about.
That one out there.
That's the meaning of imposter syndrome. You have done something, shey you get, you have achieved a lot, but now you are feeling like
You don't
you don't
deserve it.
deserve it, like you are not good enough for it, like this thing does not is not supposed, it's not meant for me, I am
Yeah.
fake, I am a fraud. You make money now, the thing is you are a businessman, right? Now you brought bikes in, and then customer comes and bought some from you. Now you make your own percentage, your profit from it. Now immediately you get that profit, you are like, ha, see, I have not scammed this man.
You mean like a boy. That is this way you're talking now. Now maybe now fools. Sorry.
Yeah, do you
Sorry, I'm not supposed to.
do you get what I'm saying? There are people
Sorry.
that feel that way.
No, you want to that too. But if you are thinking what you have, you are a fraud.
You're
You
a
do fraud
fraud or
business.
you're a fake.
Please, maybe I should give you a number. Call me. Let me come and help you achieve them.
All right, so there are
Let me
people.
come and help you
So
achieve them.
this thing, this imposter syndrome we are talking about, happen to a lot of people in their place of work. Probably they just get a raise or they just promoted them. They feel like, omo, I did not deserve this promotion. Omo, this
Okay.
and that and that. Those kind of things. So these are some of the things that we want to address.
Now you go address her. What me, I can't wrap my head around this kind of a thing. If I see someone that is in that way and it comes to me, I will just be insulting the person. They create, they promote you. You are feeling you are not the person that's supposed to be promoted.
Exactly.
They should have promoted this
Another
one.
person, maybe another person deserve it better than you. All right.
That's they do as well with this one. Between a senior and a group. And most especially poor families.
So people have that kind of mindset that they did not
Let's
deserve.
talk that one. Let's talk that one.
Okay.
Where that's the it happens in Nigeria. I don't know. I'm not going to
It happens. In fact,
in Nigeria, where the senior, the elders of the family, he's working, he's supposed to go to school, maybe, but you say no because I'm elders. I want to save all the money for the junior ones to go to school. At the end of the day, they do the thing. That one will go to school and become whatever I want to become and face in front,
I don't remember
forgetting the sacrifice of the elder.
the elder brother have made.
That thing, the individual will say something like that too. In one of his teachings, say something like that. That if you are that type, you should
The
please
firstborn.
you think life have changed.
Exactly.
Life have changed. If you are that type, that you always feel yeah, he gave an example that you are maybe in your hostel, you are the that's what happens to me too.
It happens.
It happens.
Firstborn mentality.
First mentality. So you have take, and then everybody just taking and taking and taking and taking and taking, and you are not. Come on.
Nobody's giving to you. Nobody is
Come
treating you
on.
well. Nobody is.
Come on.
So it's something that one need to begin to take caution of. Something you have worked hard for. You work hard for it. I not believe that no, maybe I've not done enough. Maybe they should have given it to another person. Maybe I'm fake. Maybe I'm a fraud. No, it should not happen. Just as he said, a lot of this thing can come from cultural background. Sure, it can come from background itself, like the family you are from, poor background and the likes. It can actually come from all those things. So you need to begin to retrace your step, and then work on it. You actually deserve what you have gotten. If you work hard for something and you get it, trust me, you deserve it. You deserve it.
And all these church people to do that. All those
Pastors.
There's you need to be holy, you need to do the right thing and to get to the
So you need to be conscious. Yeah, that's the word. So let me check a point that we need to discuss again on this particular topic, and I think that will be the last thing that we are going to be the last conversation we are going to be having, right? So now we understand what
imposter syndrome mean, and we know where it's actually come from. Now, it can come from childhood, it can come from culture or societal expectations and the like, work pressure and the like. So so now, how do we now overcome it is one of the things that we are going to talk about. How do you overcome it? What are the steps, or what do you think
How do you
someone
think
can
someone can
overcome
overcome something like
impost
that?
something like that when you feel you don't deserve something and you work hard for it?
One of the ways I will I feel people can is by listening to other people.
Hmm.
Sure, sometimes it is who you listen to that puts you in that condition
Hmm.
where you feel you are not don't
You
deserve what
deserve
you have
something.
or what you are entitled to.
Hmm.
Then it is still people you will listen to again. Conversations like this will open your eyes to stuff you are not seeing. Yeah, because even me too, I think even though I'm not the firstborn of my family, but I'm the firstborn son, family of six, I'm the second. So it happens that maybe I think I'm the first
First
to
son.
go to university,
Okay.
something like that. So sometimes I feel take the word. There's this I don't know if I'm gonna be the he's been like a mentor.
Okay.
I can like be like a mentor to me. So I've really learned a lot. I've learned a lot from him. There's this particular story he gave in one of his teaching
Okay.
because the other nice school that I've held also. I think I've discussed it with you also on some of
Okay.
these days. Um, the parable of the 10 virgins.
Okay.
The parable of the 10 virgins. Like what I had to say, I've been teaching people anywhere that guy, you've got to be smart. Now let me just share because of time.
Yeah.
The 10 virgins, if you're a Bible person, then the Bible I can't know the chapter, but just search Google parable of the 10 virgins. There were 10 virgins. Five of them were they say five of them were free, five of them were wise. So all of them had lamp going to see the bridegroom, right? Bridegroom. So as they were waiting for the bridegroom, five of them their oil finished. Their five had extra oil. They took extra oil. That was why they were called wise. So the ones that their oil finished asked the one that they were wise that please give us some oil,
Shells.
share some oil, let us put so that our lamp will not off. Now, guess what they did? They said no. They refused. They said no. Imagine all of them are waiting for the master, Jesus Christ, in the Bible context. You're waiting for Jesus Christ. They say no, say you can go
And go
back
and
and go and
buy.
buy.
Are they not supposed to
I'm not
share?
supposed to share. I'm not supposed to share. Now that's not even the worst part. When the master came, guess what the master did? He commended them for being stingy. Let's put in Nigerian word for being stingy. He commended them. He said, well done,
Good
wise.
servant.
And he opened the door. And guess what he did to do when they came back? He
Hmm.
shut the door. He said, get out.
Hmm. Hmm.
Imagine.
Hmm.
Just imagine.
Amazing.
He,
Amazing.
like the master commended them for being stingy
Hmm.
of their oil. So you got to be wise. So if you are an elder first month son, you are feeling imposter syndrome back then. Now inside life with day. Oh, thank God for internet. Now inside life with day. Now inside life with day. I wish you have conversations like this. Just every day,
Yeah,
every week.
probably tomorrow we have another
Not every
one.
day. No, serious.
Anytime you're
But
available,
just come and check this channel and listen to conversations like this. Maybe some of these days you invite somebody, maybe we teleport or televise, ask some questions to help you understand that this life they have brainwashed us. Thank God
Hmm.
that personally, I don't know why, but me personally, I have escaped, even though I'm still escaping. I have
Mo
escaped.
ti já mọ́ wọn
Uh-huh.
lọ́wọ́.
So these people they have brainwashed us. The system is working against you. The religion is working against you. Everybody wants to pick what you have,
Hmm.
but you have to be smart.
Exactly. Exactly. I think he made a good point. You just have to be smart. You just have to realize that no, you have to begin to listen to good people, just as I said, because most of this thing comes from what we have been told, how we have been conditioned. And I think it's kind of similar to what we I treated yesterday, the poverty of the mind. The poverty of the mind.
I would have loved to be in that conversation.
The poverty of the mind.
I'm hoping
Like,
that next video we're talking about all these church people.
all right,
Ah,
we look forward to that.
all
So,
this church thing.
so, and what I actually make mention of in that particular one was that poverty actually come, poverty majorly come from the mind first. Yes, you may not have clothes, you may not have food to eat, you may not have some other physical things, but the main poverty, where it all started from is from your mind, from conditioning that, okay, I don't have anything, I lack, I did not, I have no opportunity, and it actually means that you cannot use your mind, you cannot use your brain, you cannot.
I wanted to counter that, but
Okay.
I came to understand that it is a symposium discussion. Like it is wide.
It's
But I'm
why,
tackling from here,
yeah, you
it's
can
coming up from
tackle,
here, tackling
yeah.
from here, it's coming up from here. So it's a symposium discussion.
So for me, I believe poverty first comes from the mind.
That's what to think. If I give another way now,
Let's hear from you.
poverty can come from cultural background.
Yes, it comes from cultural background. Do you know it's possible that you are from a poor background?
Mm,
You are from a poor
mm,
background, but you don't have food, you don't have anything,
mm,
but and your mind, in your mind,
mm.
you still believe that, or you still know that
Somebody
I
can
don't
be
have
rich
this,
in the mind.
and still be poor.
Somebody
Okay,
can be rich in the mind.
and still
The
have
environment where he is will not keep him poor.
that one is there.
So what I saying?
When your mind,
It is a
okay,
symposium
okay, now,
discussion.
let
It is
me
deep.
come from this. Let me come from this. You know, you growing up, you say
Mm,
you come from a poor background.
mm,
Now, at least you are doing well for yourself now.
mm,
Do you know you still have some other friends, or you still have some other people
mm,
that you guys actually grew up together?
mm,
You have experienced a lot of
mm,
things. Probably you told them some of the things they should do
mm,
that they feel, no, 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 I don't need to do them.
mm.
What do you think is the difference between those people? Is it that background that actually still kept them
It is
poor?
that background. That's why this. My papa, my daddy died 2016. So my papa, every time he's in there, you see me say Papa J.O. OT, yeah. So there is this always thing you always say. He say if you think